What is up, money friends? Let me just give you guys an update on what everything I am doing. Just wait for this to go live. So we are live, sweet. So I started this about 5 days ago. Well, not this, but I started using, I made a video 5 days ago is what I was going for. And it was at 0.008 and now I'm up to 0.09. So I should be breaking a 0.1 BNB from just using Betfury, where I haven't invested any of my own money. This is just strictly showing people about it. And you can use the link in the description and using this amazing tool to tell me what my chances of losing are. The strategy, so if I have a bankroll of 0.1, which I'm almost at, I should, and I'm betting 100. And I started off with one down here. So I started at 0.001, but obviously the profits for each win is very, very low. But I have 152 chances of straight losses before I would get liquidated. And I've been just increasing this as my bankroll has been going up. So now I'm up to 100 and my profits are 10 times the chances, but I actually don't lose that much. So if we look, I have a 25 less chances of getting liquidated. So I would have to lose 25 less times, if that makes sense, to be liquidated, but my profits are tenfold. So I find that that's a good strategy at this 0.1. When we hit that, we'll probably hit that during this, maybe this discussion. So we'll see. But as far as my chances, I use an 8% and a 9%. I find that changing these numbers too much, when you have a lower number, you tend to essentially are able to lose more, but your profits aren't as much. Wow, I can't even talk today. Aren't as high, so it wasn't really worth it. So just change these numbers, kind of figure out what is worth it for you. The other day, I talked about Hunny. It was at 34 cents. And then in that same video, a day later, I said it is really high. I would suggest people taking profits. And I did take profits, and you should have also. And now it's down to 77 cents. So it was up to, I believe, 192. I took profits at 172. I just took out all the rest that I had, and not all the rest that I had. I took out what I invested, and so I was able to pretty much play with what I've just let the rest ride. I did take more money out when it dropped to, I think, 120, and so I now have two pools right now. I do have the BNB and the Hunny at 3,000%, and then banana. So once my profits here go up a little bit more, because I was just testing this to see kind of what the results would be, and I'm not that impressed. And this, I just take this out for gas. So every day I withdraw 13 Hunny or $10 worth. So it's just pretty much passive. I will be taking the rest out probably when it reaches $1 again, which I think will be back in a couple days. So I'm not too worried about that. And I am investing it into Bunny. So for Bunny Finance, I do have about, I think, 7,000 in here. They do have a lot of locked equity, so $202 million, and total deposits of value in Hunny is almost $1 billion. It was up to $1 billion at one point, but it kind of went down. I am doing the Bunny pool and the cake pool. I will be taking out my cake when it gets back and depositing it back into Pancake Swap, because I just find that it's about 2 or 3% higher, and I just don't feel that the returns are that great. I'd rather just go full into to cake and just live off that income. So I will be removing all of this when the time comes. So probably in a day or two, and then just focus strictly on Bunny. And I'm getting about, the goal is to get 1 wrapped BNB, so I'll need to deposit about, I want to say 80,000. So once we finish up with a lot of our house that we're doing right now, we just purchased the house, so we have to put in shutters, we have to put in all sorts of fun stuff. So unfortunately, I don't get to spend any more money on crypto. But what I have been doing is testing out these different things. A new kind of swap I found was Biswap. I've included a link down below. They do, I guess, have a good referral program. We'll see how that goes. They have been audited, but they aren't time locked, and they have not renounced ownership, so that might be something to be mindful of. I did get from my Betfury escapades, I have received about 7.2 of BSW, and then I have earned quite a bit of cake. Well, not quite a bit. Very little cake in the grand scheme of things, but this has outperformed anything that I've actually I actually ever thought, because I'm just really it's pretty crazy that I've received 0.26 cake and I've actually withdrawn from this. I didn't think it would be possible, but it actually is, which just blows my mind that I can use these two and get up to almost 1 BNB or 0.1 BNB, and then ultimately take it to 1, and then essentially all I will be doing is taking out half and then keep consistently growing it. So we'll see how that goes. As far as Gala, I do have 3 Gala nodes, which I spent about 24,000 on. Now looking back at it, I don't think it was a good investment, but if they are able to turn these into NFTs, then I should be able to sell each of them for about 50,000. So I should make a 10x return, maybe a 5x return on these Gala nodes. Or if the cash flow is great and the price of Gala and the native token that they have, then that's great. Where I'll just live off the recurring distributions from these nodes. So I do have 3 accounts. I do have this one, which is gold. I do get about probably 950, 930 Gala every single day. So every day I get Gala. I have withdrawn my Gala, so 14,000 was removed here. I think the other day I removed about, it doesn't show here, withdrawals, 58,000 Gala. So in 2 months, about 2 months, I'm getting about 60, let's see here. So 3 months ago, I purchased my first node for 4.7 ETH, and I've been able to withdraw about 72,000 Gala from this node, which if we do a calculator, I know what Gala price is right now. It's probably pretty low, so it's 1 cent. So let's do a calculator. I think that's about $600, maybe 700 and something dollars. If I can do a calculator. So $720 from one node. So I do have 3. So I've just been taking the Gala from this and adding it to purchase Axes on the marketplace on Axie Infinity, because they have a huge marketplace in terms of how much transactions actually go through this thing. I've profited quite a bit with Axes, and I keep continuously growing my small love potions. So as you can see, in the last 24 hours, there has been $3 million worth of transactions, and these axes aren't cheap. I mean, some of them are going for a couple thousand, some go for a couple million. Just depends on how rare they are. So this one was 600, this one was 400, 400, 300. So definitely the prices do change. In a matter of 30 days, they have done $63 million in value. So it is ramping up. I feel like just a couple days ago, it was at 55 million and now it's at 63. So I just take my Gala and invest it into axes. So that's kind of been my kind of strategy. And then taking my cake, which I earn about one pancake a day. Let me see if anyone's commented. I earn about one cake a day in these pools. So I'm just auto compounding, and this was 3.3. So maybe the APR dropped a little bit, but I'm getting about 3.3 in, let's see here, in about, so in 5 hours, it'll be 4 days, and I'll probably earn 3.5 cake. So with the APR or APY that dropped, I'm probably only earning 0.8. But as time goes on with auto compounding, it will grow quite a bit. So since I do have 7,000, 7 times 3.74, which is 21 times 4, 28, 24. So that's like 23 cake or so. And so I'll be a little bit less than the 30-day mark, but essentially I should be about one cake a day. I will withdraw my my cake from Biswap, and I'll re-add it into this pool just so I can increase the APY, or not increase the APY, but earn more cake. Obviously, this is the least risky of all of the DeFi projects, and then Bunny seems to be pretty safe in regards to a lot of things. I don't know why that number shows so low, but and then obviously Hunny is obviously the most riskiest. I am releasing a video in probably, I think it's tomorrow, DApp Radar, where I go over how to find decent DeFi projects. So one kind of website is to look at DApp Radar, which shows you, for instance, PancakeSwap, Sushi, Uniswap, and the different platforms here, and then how much users. And as you can see, PancakeSwap has quite a bit of users, and they're up 2%. Sushi is down 2%. Uniswap version 3.0 has increased, and Polycat Finance on the Polygon is slowly increasing. I'm definitely going to go over that project pretty soon here, and the reason why is they have a coin called Fish, and they do have auto compounding vaults. This price has been going up, so it might be something to look into. I haven't really looked at their pools or their tanks, but right now it's at 288%. There are no fees, so it might be worth looking at. Also, I'm looking at how to use Avi or the Matic network. So that might be an option too, where essentially you borrow against Matic, you earn Matic or Avi, you borrow, I don't know exactly, but you essentially borrow and leverage debt to take out loans. You invest it into these high yield farms and then pay yourself back. So you're just yield farming, but I haven't really researched Matic too much. I know that the fees are very, very low, like a 100th of a cent or a 50th of a cent. So it could be essentially worth it, but it just really depends on your risk tolerance. So I would never do it if you don't over leverage yourself, or don't do anything that you're not willing to lose, especially if you're yield farming, because there is a lot of risk involved in that. But that's about it. All sorts of different things. So like you can borrow USDC, get 700% at 1% daily. This is where those yield farms come in. So I'm definitely gonna check out this. So that's about it. Time to feed my dog. He's yelling at me, and I will talk to you guys until next time. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. I just wanted to give a quick update on everything that I'm doing between Axes, Bunny, Hunny, and Pancake Swap, Gala Games, and Betfury. So all sorts of different projects. We'll see if we get liquidated right now. This is pretty high actually. But at least I'm earning a lot of BFG tokens. Oh, there we go. So didn't get liquidated, but we're almost to that 0.1. So I'm pretty excited. And until next time, guys, peace.